What's going on, everybody? Israel Galindo here from Advanced Networks. Wanted to do a quick impromptu video and ask you this question. What would you do if your identity was spoofed or identity information was leaked, all your personal information? So we're going to do a live video today in something that just currently happened. So let me switch screens really quick. So I'm in my inbox this morning, and in the last hour or so, I started getting all these alerts that my identity was stolen. What do you do when that happens? Do you do anything or do you just wipe these emails? So in the example of today, we're kind of gonna go through and see what that's about. So let's go in here and take a look. Now, here's my mailbox showing all of these emails that came in saying that my identity has been exposed and there might be some issues with it. So I have an app called Lookout, and what the app does is it does protect my identity and my security. So I went into it right after I got those emails. And yes, we are back to wearing masks here in Southern California due to the Delta variant. So I went in here and noticed that my personal information was leaked. Now, most of the time you can click on these and it'll tell you which applications, maybe Adobe, maybe Microsoft, maybe Google leaked your information, and it's wise to take some steps to fix those things, changing your password and so on. But in this example, you're looking at that my cell phone number was leaked January 2020. That means somebody's using my phone and compromising it to impersonate me. Is it cloned? Is there something else? I could see it because I'm an IT guy for a lot of large firms, and that could be the reason. Now, my choices are I can go to Verizon and tell them to change my phone number, which I'm not going to do, but I can also let the carrier know of this issue so they can take the steps to secure my account. Also, changing my password and things like that would be very important to do. Now, in this case, it doesn't say the source, and a lot of the times it does. So I got to deal with that today. Now, as far as my email address, here's another one, and it says your credentials associated with a breach service have been exposed, meaning my information has been sold, stolen, whatever, password, username, hints. So it's very important for me to log into my email and change all of those items. Very important to do that immediately because of the breach. Now, again, the breach could be that I use this account, say at Target or Best Buy or wherever I shop. If I use this account and it doesn't tell me what the source is, it's a good idea to definitely take those next steps and do that. I could contact the company, they can help me for a fee, or I could, clear this alert. So let me go down to one of the ones that actually has the source. Your email has been leaked. This is my work email. And as you can see here, it actually tells the sources, adobe.com and, MOD Solutions, which I don't know who that is, Ticketfly, MyHeritage, Canva, etc. I have to go to all of these websites and I need to change my password, my hints, make it more extensive, and also two factor, so it texts my phone. But because the phone is compromised, then you should have it going to another device or another location. So for this example, if I'm going to go to Adobe and I do two factor, if my phone's compromised, I don't want it to go to my phone in case somebody cloned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it go to another email address that I'm not adding to anything, where I can go in it and enable the two factor and authenticate that way. If you don't know what that is, that just is a secondary way. When you log into something, you get a text saying, put in this code. That's your two factor authentication. So this information is leaked. Now, if I get one or two, I usually just honestly just blow it off like no biggie. But when I got all of those in the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, it's very sure that my identity was stolen and was sold because of breaches. Now the hackers are going into my account trying things, trying to check my password and so on. So I have to go down this list of items. Yes, it's extensive, but again, the risk is that your information can be used as you. It could affect your credit, it could affect purchases, it could affect your security, it could affect your home. It could affect all of those things. It could be harmful to your family. So it is very important that you do take those steps. And again, changing the passwords immediately, on every page. Don't make it the same password. Don't add a number at the end of it. Make it something totally different. Make a note. If you're gonna make a note, don't make a note and email it to yourself. That's not a dumb thing to do. A lot of us do. We email our stuff to ourselves. I'm gonna save my password and send it to myself. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Any passwords for any accounts that you do have that, make sure again that when you do a two-factor that it goes to another place that's not breached. You can see this is breached. And then keep an eye on your account for any behavior, especially your bank accounts, but same thing like this. Maybe there's an email going out in your behalf going, hey, it's Israel, you owe me money, here's a link. And somebody goes, oh, cool, it's Israel, I know Israel, I owe money. And it's somebody else. So those are the things that you need to definitely take care of. Now, if you're wondering about this application, the application is called Lookout. You don't need to purchase it, but you can get apps that do those kind of things. And for me, it's important because I need to know that. Now, this app doesn't only do my iOS and Android devices as far as just identity theft, but it also does security on my phone. It also does safe browsing. It can check, like if I'm a public Wi-Fi, like at Starbucks or something, it can see if it's safe. If that's been exposed, it'll tell me, don't use this Wi-Fi, it's exposed. I can look at my ID scan as far as my driver's license, social security, and all of that just to see. And it'll also give me all the breach reports of currently what's been breached and who's been breached. Morgan Stanley, Volkswagen, McDonald's, Geico. Those are current breaches that are happening right there. That if you're associated with those companies, as far as being a customer or even somebody that works with them, it's a good idea to protect yourself. So that really is what I'm wanting to share today with you is that information of identity protection. For me, I got to look at these items today and start fixing them up and clearing them up and fixing every single one. Now, what's cool about this is I could start at the top. Once I'm done with dealing with that, I can hit clear this alert and it goes to the next one and the next one. And at least this way, I want it to be green. I don't want it to be red. So it's very important that you secure your devices. Now, again, Lookout is a free app, iOS and Android. It's a good application. We use it all the time. But there is a fee if you want to add, like, keep an eye on my, driver's license, keep an eye on my social security, keep an eye on my mortgage, you can add those things for a fee. I think it ended up costing me $37 for the year. That's US dollars. So very important to have something like that. But when you are seeing things like your phone number's been breached and your email's been leaked and your identity has been stolen, it's always worth to do something about it. And it always starts with changing your information, passwords, security questions, hints. Don't use the same hints over and over. What was your nickname in high school? Well, everybody knows my nickname in high school. So probably not something you want to do, but it's basic information for your financials, for your social network, etc. that should be changed. So I'll leave it at that with you guys, and then let me know if you have any questions or you need help with any of these items because it is very important to always protect yourself. I'm Israel Galindo. I'll talk to you on the next one.